Mr. White smiled and said, Lin Yue, you don't need to thank me. It's our agreement, and I'll do my best to help you. Soon after, Mr. White perceptibly noticed the special feelings Lin Yue had for Andrew. He had cautiously inquired about Andrew, but when he realized that Andrew wasn't seriously committed to Lin Yue's feelings, he felt a tinge of concern. During a casual chat after dinner one evening, he carefully tried to warn Lin Yue not to get too involved, as Andrew was too young and perhaps not mature enough. He hoped Lin Yue could find someone who would be responsible for her and help her solve problems in life. However, Lin Yue was so immersed in her current romance that she didn't perceive Mr. White as kindness. On one occasion, the community organized a charity event, and Lin Yue and Mr. White participated together. They prepared food together, decorated the venue together, and took part in the event. After the event, Mr. White remarked, Lin Yue, I feel much younger when I am with you. Lin Yue smiled and replied, Mr. White, you're already very young at heart. As long as you have love and passion, you'll never feel old. Mr. White's gentlemanly demeanor was also evident in his daily life. He always treated Lin Yue with politeness and respect. Once, when Lin Yue wanted to redecorate the living room to make it more modern, she bought some new ornaments and planned to rearrange the furniture. Mr. White, seeing this, expressed his discontent, saying, Lin Yue, the furniture is already well placed. There is no need to move it around. Lin Yue felt a bit hopeless but patiently explained, Mr. White, I just want to make the living room cozier. Let us give it a try, and if we're not satisfied, we can put everything back as it was. Mr. White pondered for a moment and eventually agreed. He watched as Lin Yue redecorated the living room. Although he was somewhat uncomfortable with the changes, seeing Lin Yue's smile made him happy. He said with a smile, all right, let us give it a try as you suggested. Time passed by as these ordinary yet genuine moments of life unfolded. Lin Yue finally understood that no matter where life takes her, as long as she has love and warmth in her heart, she can find her own happiness. Mr. White's kindness, stubbornness, and his gentlemanly demeanor, as well as the place he holds in her heart, will always be her most precious treasure. As time went on, Mr. White noticed that more young people had moved into the building. Their arrival brought new vitality and energy to the house. Watching these young people fall in love and support each other, Mr. White felt a warmth in his heart. He found himself rejuvenated, as if he had returned to his younger self. One day, sitting in front of his computer and watching the laughter and joy of the young people outside, Mr. White had a thought. He decided to write down these stories. He turned on his computer and began to record the lives of these young people, capturing their stories of living here.